White River, St. Mary, a place called Ambrosia, where the large extended Marsh family is having a reunion. This is their third reunion, as far as we know. Cousins, brothers and sisters, parents, nieces and nephews, uncles and aunts, in-laws, and even grandparents. All shades of complexion in the typical classic Jamaican tradition. The Marshes trace their immediate connection back to a legendary character named Templeman Marsh, who was born in the middle of the 19th century.
I'm Carl Marsh from Labyrinth, St. Mary. What's happening here today? In the year 2000, we were right at this spot, and that was our first family reunion. And we decided that we would have a family reunion much more often. But it seems as if it worked out that it happens every 4 years. So this is the third family reunion for the Marsh family. And we all get together and we do our part and come together to make this a joyous moment. I'm living in Florida, in Palm Bay, Central Florida.
Tamara Merchant. It's the third family reunion. This is my second time. I attended 2004. It was lovely, and I'm back this year, and it's gonna be a blast. Oh, we expect about 120 persons today.
Robin Vivian Marsh.
Okay. Robin Marsh is one of the family historians.
A surprise has been landed on me that I'm going to be honored at the dinner, along with Leslie Marsh. I started out as a teacher at KC, as you know. To begin with, I taught largely mathematics, French and Latin. Then I went to university and specialized in geography, Cambridge. I went to Africa, Ghana, and I taught in one of Nkrumah's new schools.
Geography?
Geography and French. And then I went to London to study law. I gave up the law as such and went to Columbia on a fellowship from the federal government, from the West Indies Federation, studied it. And then when that broke up, I came back to Jamaica, and I was at the opening of the Jamaican mission to UN. So from 1962 to 1992, I was in the Jamaican Foreign Service.
I'm Renee Marsh from New York. I live in Miami now, and my father is Vincent Marsh.
Were you at the last reunion?
Yeah, I was.
But you must have been a child at the time.
I was 8 years younger.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say. I was 8 years younger.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what do you do with yourself now?
I'm a reporter in Miami. Yeah. So I'm just down here vacation.
Tell me some more about that.
I report the news for the Fox affiliate in Miami. I cover Miami, Fort Lauderdale, that entire area. And I've been a news reporter for 5 years. And it's an exciting job. I love it.
What does this family reunion mean to you?
It means a lot because some are in New York, some are in Jamaica, some are in Florida, and we don't always get the chance to, be together. I get to see and come into contact with what my dad grew up, how he grew up, where he grew up, and being in America. I grew up in America. I was born in America, and you can lose touch with that. And unless you come back and see it for yourself, then you're reminded, this is where I'm from. So it's a nice reminder.
Yeah, where's your father today?
Where is he? Right, this pretty man right here. Right here.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Somebody described you as did you say pretty man?
Pretty man.
Don't tell him. It's going to get big.
No.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very good.
But where were you born in Jamaica?
Labyrinth, St. Mary. I'm living in New York.
New York.
New York. We're from such a large family, and we are all scattered all over the world, and sometimes we don't know each other. So we have to have this reunion to make that connection, to get together, to know new family members, and we try to do that as often as we can. My brother Carl Marsh, he was really the one who pushed for it, which I think is a great idea.
So how do you feel about your reporter daughter?
Oh man, I'm so proud of them. 2 daughters and they're doing very good. He just spoke to one, and there's another one here, and as a matter of fact, one is working right now in Miami and the other one is in Albany, New York. And they're doing very good. I'm very proud of them.
Okay.
The only thing I'm waiting for them to get busy and start giving me some grandchildren. Don't tell them that I tell you that. No.
Michelle Marsh, 2 L's.
And where are you living now?
I live in Albany, New York. I'm a journalist. I work for the CBS affiliate in Albany, state capital of New York.
Right, so is your sister I spoke to a while ago?
Yes, it's 2 of us. We were once working at the same station in Albany. She's left me. She's in Miami now, so I'm holding it down in Albany.
Okay, it's a radio station?
No, TV station, CBS affiliate, yes.
Okay, so you have to go to the cameraman and do what?
Yeah.
What's the most interesting thing that you've done so far?
Well, we covered the scandal of Elliot Spitzer, Governor Spitzer, the sex scandal, and the high-end prostitute. That was pretty exciting.
So how do you get around? Company car or what?
Yeah, we have company cars, marked cars, yeah.
And what's the day like? They can call you at any time a story breaks, so do you have
yeah, my schedule varies. I work day side, which is like 9:30 to 6, and then night side is 3 to midnight. And you know, if there is a breaking news story, they will call you, but generally you stick to that schedule.
Right. Now, when you get your story together, who does the editing? I mean, who does the writing?
It depends. On the weekend, I actually do the editing on my own. But during the week, when I have a photographer, we collaborate and discuss what shots I want used, and we work together. But he does the manual editing, you know, laying the video, the audio, so he does that.
It's called Swing It Away.
My name is Abidan, music video director, producer. Coming to MTI has really established and furthered my career in directing.
Oh gosh, oh well, oh well, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh well.
I got my training at MTI. You can too.
Come to the Media Technology Institute at the CPTC, 37 Arnold Road, Kingston 5, or telephone 967-448224.
The Marshes, originating in St. Mary, but now in many places overseas, again in typical classical Jamaican tradition. And you're watching them on Hill and Gully Ride, where we all sit at the head of the table. We're talking right now to Michelle Marsh, daughter of Vincent Marsh. Michelle is a journalist.
Well, I always knew that I wanted to be a journalist. There was Michelle Marsh in New York City, an anchor woman, and she also worked for CBS. And no, she's Caucasian, but throughout school, everyone would say, you know, you have the same name. So that's what even got the ball rolling, that it would be a possibility for me to have a career as a journalist. Yeah, you could say that. But once I got to college, I went to Syracuse University and I majored in broadcast journalism, and I knew at that point that that was definitely what I wanted to pursue when I graduated. I've been coming here since I was probably 3 years old or maybe even younger. My parents both born here. We go up to Labyrinth to see where my father was raised, and we've seen each coast from Kingston to Otrias to Montego Bay. So
Travel around quite a bit.
yes, and I've been coming here for years. So you know, to come, no stranger.
Okay.
I think our family is just so resilient. If you think of where we've come from and where so many of us are today. We have family in England, family in Jamaica, and family in Florida, everywhere, and everyone's, you know, such a loving, close-knit family, and to see that so many people were excited to see each other once again here in the homeland, it's just great.
Did I ever tell you about a man called Templeman Marsh?
Yeah, I was actually part of the history committee where we were tracing, you know, our ancestors, and Johnny Marsh sat down with myself and my sister, and he actually went through the lineage with us. So I've heard the name. Sometimes, to be honest, the history gets a little fumbled because there's a lot of names that are duplicates.
Yes,
there's like 5 John Marshes.
Yes, that happens.
So, but yeah, tracing the history is interesting, and trying to figure out the blanks is also challenging.
Yeah, right. Okay. Where's your third sister?
Third sister is Sandra. She lives in Norway.
Oh, she's not here today?
No.
Oh. So you don't see much of her?
No, we don't. She spent Christmas with us probably 3 years ago.
I'm Elaine Marsh, wife of Vincent Marsh.
Okay, so where are you living now?
We live in Long Island, New York.
Were you here in 2000?
Yes, I was here. Actually, I was in charge of the banquet planning at that point, and I'm still doing the same job. I more or less took care of the New York chapter and people from Miami who were coming.
I mean, how you went about it?
Well, we use a lot of email, and we also use phone calls too. So it was much easier this time because we can use the internet. The reunion is so important to us because we find that since our kids were born abroad, they didn't know a lot of other relatives that are here. And now they know almost everyone. Because there are times when, especially my daughters, they've been to schools and they've seen people and they looked at them and say, you have some resemblance of Marsh. And then they'll come home to me and say, Mommy, my teacher was saying to me, I look like people from Labyrinth, or I said, yes, you are related. So that it's really important for the kids to know, know their background. Yeah, the roots is so important. It works out pretty good when they get here to see who I'm related to, and every time they get here, they find a new member of the family.
Make new friends.
New friends, new family members. Once per year we come down because my relatives were still, my dad and mom was still here. Unfortunately, they're now deceased. So we always made sure we come here so the children would have some of the culture I had. I'm into health information at a heart hospital. I take care of all the doctors' medical records. I make sure they sign off all their procedures. So I'm always on their backs. Well, you spoke to my 2 daughters before, Renee and Michelle Marsh. They are mental twins because I can do things with them at separate times. I go shopping with them, and the first day I did this, I was shocked out of my wits because they gravitate to the same things in the store. And I'm saying, these 2 kids, I thought they were 2 individual people, but they're not, because they think alike. They can finish each other's sentences. They're not twins, but mentally I think they are. I've never tried to steer my children in what to do, but I've always exposed them to everything there is and let them look at it for themselves and make sure that this is it. Like I told them when they go to college, it's a one-time deal here. So if you get in and you choose a career that you're not happy with, the rest is yours. You want to take care of the other finances to do it. So they chose those fields and they're pretty happy with what they're doing. They think alike because for them to be doing the same thing, it's a little mind-boggling because I thought one would have been something else, but when they both shook and tell me they're going to be reporters, I really was in the shock. But I said, if that's what